Reverend Gaskins? Why, yes, I do. He said, well, what do you think about him? He said, well, I went over there to this church and he was sitting in a chair. Like it had some crowns on it or something. Then it had 2 bodyguards. Talking about Ashton's mother. They come, them 2 bodyguards come in with it. I don't know how they could be a bodyguard. They couldn't be the... Anyway. And he said, Father Lord, not only do I know him, I know his daddy. His daddy was a preacher. And he hunched me. He said, well, what do you think about his preacher? I said, well, he preached all right, but he just got too much stuff going on. I don't know anybody, God. He prayed 30 minutes, and now you know what I know. I have to pray over. So there are a lot of people talking about you that don't even know you. Don't even know nothing about you. Why would you let them make you upset? I just laughed myself. They got somebody talking about me. And I think I told Willie yesterday. I told Willie Brown. I told him yesterday at the picnic. I said I saw my daddy in church one time, and I was at his funeral then. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about me. Because I was only 6 years old, but I saw him in church. How many times? So, you can't go back. And you can't change the past. Yes, and it was a glorious past. Yes. But you can't go back. That's right. It was a desirable past. But you can't go back. See, when people who are in leadership have heard from God before they say anything to you, they seek God for direction. And when the way that you honor a man is to honor what his wishes were for you. That's how you honor a man. You honor a man with a whole lot of idle talk, but you honor a man by holding on to the precepts and examples that he taught you. That's how you honor a man. You don't honor nobody trying to be difficult. See, I gotta quit here now because people teach what they know. Some teach what they don't know, but let's just go with it. Let's just say it. People teach what they know. Yes, sir. But they reproduce what they are. You can't breed 2 German shepherds and get a bulldog. We reproduce what we are. Did you see this family that stood across the altar this morning? That's Bishop Speaksman's reproduction. That's right. Yeah, but they, well, where's yours? Lord, am I doing all right, Mother? I'm going to tell this little story, then I'm going to try to go back to the text, because they say all good preaching return to the text. So I'm going to return to the text for a minute. When I was younger, Peter Bridges, when I was younger, I used to love to hunt and fish. I'd rather hunt and fish than to eat when I was hungry. I love to hunt. We go hunting. Every week we go rabbit hunting. And so I had a couple of rabbit dogs. And so there was a man in the neighborhood that begged he wanted to go with us. So he was not one of the original hunting buddies, but we decided we would take him because he wanted to go so bad. So we got out in the woods in the hedgerow, and the dogs jumped the rabbit. And the man throw up his automatic and shot 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. Rabbit kept going. Dog thrown on down through the woods. They turned that rabbit in. Y'all rabbit hunters in here, you know, if you put pressure on him, he'll come right back where you coming. The rabbit turned around and came back. The man shot again. Boom, boom, boom. Didn't touch him. Dog traveled a little further and they lost the scent. Then the man got mad with the dogs. Then he got mad with me. He said, man, them dogs of yours ain't no good. I said, brother, they ran the rabbit by you twice. You shot 6 times. I said, my dog's not used to all that gunpowder. I said, but I tell you what, next week, we'll bring your dogs. He said, I ain't got none. I said, no further questions, you may step down. Don't be talking about somebody else if you can't do no better. Am I still doing all right, mother? All right, let me. You can't go back and you can't change the past. That's right. What you can do is start fresh from where you are. I started reading on the 18th verse and it says, consider now from this day and upward. Consider now and follow. In other words, the Lord is saying, I don't care what brought you to this point today. It doesn't